Mis amigos del mundo digital. My friends from the digital world. Nice meeting you, Tara.
Yes, nice to meet you.
You are from the United States, right?
I am, yes.
What is your state, your city?
I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska, that's in the left side of the map, Nebraska?
It's like right in the center.
Ah, right in the center. You see, I'm a bit confused because the United States is a big, large country.
It's very big, yes.
What is better to say, big or large country? What sounds better?
I think either one sounds fine. I would probably say large, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation for video chat, you know?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Tell me something about you. Who is Tara? A brief presentation about you.
My presentation. En español.
Maybe an intro.
An intro. Me llamo Tara. Tengo 43 años. Y ya vivo en los Estados Unidos, en Nebraska. Soy psicóloga educativa.
Ah, verdad, eso recuerdo.
Sí. Trabajo en 2 escuelas aquí, cerca de mi barrio. Y también ayudo con los niños muy jóvenes en sus casas.
¿Tu trabajo?
Tengo...
No, adelante.
Tengo un esposo y 3 niños.
3 hijos, vi por ahí.
3, yes. Sus edades son 15, 12 y 8 años.
15
8 años.
Tienes hijos grandes.
Yeah,
un
sí.
teenager.
Sí, muy alto. Sí, en mi tiempo libre me gusta hacer ejercicios, leer, viajar y aprender español. Comencé a aprender español durante la pandemia.
Ah, sí.
Sí. Estoy aprendiendo hace 3 años. 3 años, sí.
What about in your high school? Do you have the chance to study Spanish?
No, I studied French.
French.
Estudié francés.
Pero casi siempre hay como, tú tienes la posibilidad de elegir el idioma que eliges en el high school.
Sí. Elijo francés. No sé por qué. Now I wish I would have picked Spanish.
¿Y tienes alguna razón para estudiar español ahora? ¿Algo particular, especial?
Sí, en los Estados Unidos muchas personas hablan español. Y creo que es importante para aprender la lengua.
¿Y en tu área, en tu ciudad, es posible encontrar latinos con los cuales practicar el idioma?
Sí, hay muchos latinos en Omaha.
Bueno, tengo entendido que después del inglés, el español es el idioma más estudiado en el mundo.
Sí. I think it's the second most spoken language, in the world.
Have you had a chance to visit Latin America, some countries here?
No, I visited Jamaica, but I haven't been to, a Latin American country.
Pero tienes planes de visitar algún día.
Yes. I do want to visit, yes. Mexico City or Buenos Aires or something like that. Yeah.
Lugares muy interesantes. ¿Qué te parecen las preguntas que te envié ahí como para conversar, temas de sugerencia para conversar? Por ejemplo, el segundo tema era recuerdos de tu tiempo de educación, de estudiante. ¿Recuerdas algo especial de tu primary o high school o university? Maybe? ¿Qué recuerdas? Algo interesante.
Cuando era niña, me encanta la música. toqué el violín hace muchos años. Y cuando era un poco mayor, marché en la línea de tambores, like a drum line.
En la banda escolar, banda del...
Sí, en la banda, sí, yes. So, en su mayoría de mis recuerdos son los conciertos, los partidos de fútbol americanos, los partidos de baloncesto y los desfiles con la banda.
La banda era muy importante en todas esas actividades.
Sí, es la mayor parte de mi vida.
¿Y qué pasó con la música? ¿No la practicas ahora? ¿Ya no es tu hobby? ¿No te interesa mucho?
No comprendo eso.
What about with music? You didn't practice more music right now?
No, I don't do it as much anymore as I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about your vocation, your profession, when and how did you discover that you are going to be psychology? You said psychologist. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a psychologist.
And in education, psychology applied to education stuff.
Yes. Well, it came about when I was at the university. I actually started university thinking that I was going to be a pediatrician because I wanted to work with children. So I took chemistry and calculus and a psychology elective, and I just really, really liked psychology. So I took more and more classes from that, and really I did an internship with a school psychologist and liked that line of work and decided that I would eventually major in that and do that.
It's maybe interesting to know, to discover how our minds works, our brain works.
Yes, yeah. And I like to work with kids a lot and helping them know how to learn better.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And so, when you're you said when you were in college, did you discover, I'm going to be a psychologist in education?
Yes, yeah. I didn't even know it was a field until my advisor kind of told me about it in college.
But did you have, in psychology, did you choose education stuff? Because there are so many branches in psychology, I imagine.
There are, yes, yeah. So I did my undergraduate in psychology, and then you have to kind of pick a branch that you want to go into for graduate school. And so I considered clinical psychology and developmental and school psychology, and I thought working in the schools with kids would be the most rewarding.
But do you have to work with kids in the classroom, or do you work with a group of kids with the help or helping the teacher, or do they work together both?
Kind of both. I go into the classrooms and do a lot of observations, and then I will pull kids out of class into small groups and do therapy with them. And then I do a lot of evaluations of students as well.
They are called a student with a special need, something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, special education is a program that I kind of evaluate students for.
Well, you see, the other day I was video chatting with a teacher in New York. She is specialized in, she told me that she was working in New York in a school with all the students are from autism illness. That's very, very specialized in working only with autism.
It is. Yes, and that's what I do primarily when I work with the very young kids is I evaluate for autism. Because we start to identify that when kids are just even 2 years old. The school will go into the house and do an evaluation.
It is possible to discover some illnesses at that early age?
It is. Yeah, and it's important to find it when students are very, very young, because the earlier that you can start those interventions, the more successful they can be. Yeah.
So you work in primary, elementary, or also high school?
Right now I'm just in elementary. I used to do high school, but I don't anymore. Yeah.
Quite interesting. So we are like a colleague. Well, you see, I'm elementary school teacher, but I don't work anymore. I'm retired right now. I enjoyed inviting people through social media to talk, to practice my English. Yeah.
That's really neat. I watched a few of your shows. It's a fun hobby. that you
Did
started
you
here.
have the chance to watch some of my talk, you see? Since I retired.
I did.
And also perhaps you may be useful for you. I have a lot of reading in Spanish, may be useful for you. For listening.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You see, about 6 years ago, I started doing audiobooks from the short reading that appear in the normal textbook that Chilean students use for reading Spanish, you know. And you see, and also in pandemia, my subscribers started rising because most of the students were at home on the teacher. So the teacher had to recommend they do a planned class with my videos on my YouTube channel. Well, we were talking about languages. Any other language do you are interested in? Spanish, French, and another one?
Just right now I'm focusing on Spanish.
Yeah.
I started using Duolingo as an app, and
very
they count your streak on that. Yeah, so during the pandemic, I was building up my streak, and I realized if I want to learn Spanish, I need to do more than just Duolingo. So then I started using like grammar books and videos on YouTube and podcasts in Spanish and talking on Hello Talk with people. Yeah.
Do you have some friends here and also in Hello Talk for language exchange? Yeah.
Yes, I have a few different people that I talk to regularly, and then I'm in a small group with people. We have a different topic every day that we converse about, and then one day is in English and the next day is in Spanish.
Wow,
we just kind of flip-flop like that.
But just one-to-one or a group on Zoom maybe?
It's a group. There's, I think, about 20 people in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And who is the leader of that group?
It's a woman in Spain who's, I think, is the person who started it. So, yeah.
Because, do you know the Tandem app? It's similar to her.
Yes.
I remember that I've been using Tandem maybe for about 2 years. At the first week that I was in Tandem, I received an invitation from a guy from California, Jim Osser. And since then, I've been taking part in a weekly Zoom meeting with a lot of people from America interested in Spanish and Latin American people interested in English, of course. So it's quite interesting to have.
It is. Technology is amazing how well we're able to converse being so far apart. And
Well, languages and travels, I think, are connected because you have the chance to go to another country and practice language. Can you tell me some countries that you have visited, maybe Europe, maybe Latin America, or in the USA?
I visited a lot of places in the United States. I haven't had the opportunity to get outside of the United States much, but I definitely, my husband and I have been talking about wanting to plan a trip to Spain. Now that I'm learning Spanish, I want a chance to practice it, and he has a couple of countries in Europe that he would like to see too. But let's see, in the United States, I like to I kind of do two different types of traveling. I like to do a lot of camping, like in national parks, and then I also like to visit big cities and stay in a hotel. So we kind of travel both ways. But I've been to the best national park, I think, in the United States is Yellowstone. We went camping there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I've been watching a lot of docu about that,
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, Grand Teton and Glacier up in that area too, I've been to. And then in 3 weeks, we're going to go to Rocky Mountain National Forest. I've been there before, but we'll go back.
And you go with family, all the kids together, all the families together.
Yep, we're bringing our tent and our bikes and we're camping.
Wow, that's great.
It'll be fun.
And your husband, is he interested in languages or just English?
He just does English. He puts up with me. I'm kind of going crazy with Spanish. I always want to immerse myself in it. So I'm always listening to Spanish music and watching Spanish TV and things. And my family just tolerates it.
So you are kind of immersed in the Spanish language with TV series, music, friends?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think that's
a good idea.
It's helping me learn so much faster. Yeah.
Right. Well, you see, English language has been a hobby for me for many years. I've been using different technologies. Well, I'm old, and I really discovered English language with shortwave radios. You're so young, perhaps you don't know about that stuff. Perhaps radio.
Yes, I know. Yeah, like ham radio kind of thing.
Kind of.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Ham radio is the people who, it's the same thing that we are doing right now without immersion, but only by radio stuff. But I was more interested in just listening, scanning the shortwave band. And then there I discovered this is the Voice of America broadcasting from Washington in special English. They call it special English because it was a kind of short sentence, just a few words. They have a textbook with some vocabulary, and it was very useful for me. No, the Voice of America from Washington, that's so fast for me. And now all that stuff is in the internet, podcasts, YouTube. No, that's great.
Yes, it's very easy to access. Yeah, lots of different things in other languages.
So, how many countries have you visited? That you have
just Jamaica and Mexico. I went to Mexico like on a day trip when I was a kid, and we crossed the border and went shopping and then came back. But I would like to go for longer.
You're too close to Mexico. You have a very good chance to
yes. And I lived in San Diego, and I really could have gone then. That was just right across the border. Yeah.
Is there any topic, hobbies, activity that you would like to talk with me that you are very fond of? Well, about of languages, young language. You can say that Spanish language is your hobby or is your personal development stuff?
Kind of both. I'm giving the most of my time to learning Spanish right now of all my hobbies. I think it's fascinating to learn about other cultures and talk to people who live in other places.
I can watch behind you a lot of books.
Yes. Yes, I like to read a lot too.
But in English or in Spanish or both?
Primarily I have English. I am reading some short stories in Spanish right now. I found some books online that are written kind of for people who are learning Spanish, and so they have like comprehension questions at the end of each chapter, and then the answers are in the back, and it's been great.
A lot of videos, tours, guide. Oh, it's amazing.
It is, yeah.
My friend from New York lives one avenue from the Central Park, so she's inviting me to eat some Chinese food. She said that she's going to cook some Chinese food for me.
Excellent.
we are planning. Why?
Central Park is beautiful. It's huge. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, we went geocaching in Central Park. Have you heard of geocaching?
No, tell me more, please.
No, geocaching is what we like to do when we travel. It's very cool. There's an app that we have on our phones, and it gives you the coordinates, like the GPS coordinates of where a geocache is hidden, and it'll have like a clue about the cache. And it's sort of like a treasure hunt, and it's totally free, and our family does it together. So we look for geocaches every time we travel because they're all over the world, and you can find them, and you sign a little log that says that you found it, and sometimes there's little trinkets inside. And our kids love doing that. It's really fun.
Wow, interesting. So that's very good. Piece of advice. I don't know why you say piece of advice. Sounding strange to me. Un pedazo de aviso. Un pedazo de aviso. Well, would you like to try Spanish? Because ese es el propósito, practiquemos español para que ese es tu propósito también de practicar de la comunicación.
Sí.
Pregunte, usted sea la periodista ahora y me pregunta. You are the journalist now and you ask me what do you want to know about this country. If I know, you know.
About Chile?
Mm-hmm. You see, I never been in the north and I never been in the south part of my country, you see. Chile es un país muy largo. Yo siempre he vivido en esta zona central. Vivo a 2 horas al sur de Santiago, la capital. pero nunca
Okay.
he estado en el norte y nunca he estado en el sur. Así que voy a hacer planes para viajar luego, para conocer mi propio país.
Sí, hay muchas playas en Chile.
A ver,
también,
eso, te
sí.
pregunto yo, ¿qué sabes de Chile? ¿Qué sabes de Chile?
Sí. Sí. ¿Dónde están los vineyards en Chile? ¿Vinos?
En
Sí.
la ciudad donde yo vivo hay unos
Ajá.
turismos de viñedos. Hay unos turismos, ¿cómo se llama? Sí, hay señales en todas partes. Yo vivo en the Central Valley, en el Valle Central. Entonces aquí hay muchas viñedos, muchas viñas, le llamamos el tour de viñas. Y parte de los paisajes es visitar las viñas, turismo vitivinícola, una palabra difícil, vitivinícola. Y así que eso es muy conocido, es muy normal aquí en la parte central. Bueno, Santiago es la gran ciudad, la gran capital. Y hay muchos lugares hermosos en Chile. Así que voy a empezar a explorarlos para contarle a mis amigos del mundo digital. De nuestra historia, ¿qué recuerdas o sabes? ¿Qué has sabido de la historia de Chile?
No sé mucho
Bueno,
sobre la historia.
mucho de la gente conoce de que tuvimos en el año 1973, tuvimos un golpe de Estado.
Okay.
Eso fue un quiebre de nuestra democracia, una parte muy dolorosa de nuestra historia. Oh, más WhatsApp de mis amigos del mundo digital.
Oh.
No, pero tú eres la prioridad ahora.
Okay.
Yo no sé si en el futuro te interesaría conversar más una vez a la semana, no sé, contigo. ¿Cuál es tu tiempo, tu agenda, tu tiempo libre? ¿Cuál es el mejor tiempo o día para conversar contigo?
Usualmente en la tarde.
Ya en las tardes.
Las tardes y los fines de semana.
Claro. Yo estoy todo el día libre, como no trabajo más. Entonces,
sí, ahora en el verano no tengo que trabajar. So.
Sí, claro. Por eso yo le digo a la gente, dame 15 o 20 minutos de tu vida para que conversemos. Dame un día y una hora. Y yo me adapto a ti, lo pongo en mi calendario para que no se me olvide. Y así conversamos. Anything else to add? Comment? In English or Spanish?
Not that I can think of. This has been fun. I'm glad that you asked me to
No,
do this.
muchas gracias por aceptar la invitación para conversar.
Me gustaría.
¿Y qué pasa con tus hijos? ¿Practican idioma también, inglés o otro idioma fuera del inglés? ¿Les gusta estudiar?
Mis niños.
¿A tus hijos?
Sí, un poco español.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a little bit en la escuela.
What else do you do in order to have a contact with the Spanish language? Do you belong to some Facebook group for learning Spanish? Or...
No, not in Facebook. I generally use, just a lot of the links and podcasts and things like that. Yeah, I'm on Hello Talk every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good app.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Said that our time is over here. Because you...
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you so much, Tara. Tara, yes, that's the short name? Tara?
Yes, Tara. Yeah.
And your surname?
Mattson.
Mattson? Well, you can send me the name in the text.
I will, yes.
Well,
yes, I will do that.
Thank you so much for your time. I really had a really good time with you. I hope you have a good time too.
I did, yes, very much.
And see you next time. Bye bye.
Okay, nos vemos.
Nos vemos.
Chao.
Hasta la vez. Chao, chao. Un agrado, ¿ve? mis amigos del mundo digital. My friends from the digital world. Si le gustó el video, dele un me gusta, compártalo en sus redes sociales y suscríbase a mi canal. De esta forma estará ayudando a Profesor Youtuber Retirado. Muchas gracias por su atención.